is Channel X, and we're bringing you some stuff that you would not normally hear on any of the other radio stations. So go fuck yourselves.
Alright, let's see where we at. To set up my Cayo. So let's see what we got. Give me a good target.
The finest field operative I have ever had the pleasure of coordinating.
Let's make sure we fast travel there.
Wonder what that means. You wish to set course, Captain?
Yeah, never fly. Use this feature so you can get there as quick as possible. Oh, we're already there. Okay, cool. All right.
Goodbye.
Let's hop in this Sparrow and get to work. Tell my butt up. We got something for him. Get out of here.
South. Then keep flying south until you hear the sound of angry blonde Colombian on Tropical Beach. Coordinates are with you now. Disguises should be in back of plane. You can change on the way. And leave your weapons. Mr. Rubio will not trust smugglers. The guards will shoot you on sight if you are armed.
This plane's not flying high enough. What's going on here? send the KOs to fly over. We need to give you an option to get a better plane or a jet or something. Should I pay for it at this point? Make sure we're going in the right direction. Text at the same time.
Just because you are disguised as smuggler does not give you free access. As soon as you leave airstrip, be careful. If guards see you in the wrong place and get a proper look at you, they will not give you chance to explain yourself.
Alright, so the first thing I'll do, I'll check this area over here. See if we got any of that white. I'll scope the grass as well. Let's see what we got.
Cocaine, easy to steal, easy to sell. Marked on the planning screen now.
Nope. Do that.
Aha, marijuana, easy to
speeds up the prep, especially over here instead of just running around. I'm gonna grab that bike and see what's going on. That looks like cash, so we're not even gonna worry about that. Alright. So let's see. Yeah, the way I scope out is normally between 2 and 3 players. I don't mind doing a whole team, but yeah, it's a little tricky with getting proper loot.
Okay, position locked.
Alright, so let's see. So we got 2 whites and 2 grass over here, so that we know we can get a bag from over here. We have to run it solo. We can do that. Alright, so the next place I go to is the North Dock. So I'm gonna take this little that way. People go straight to the communications tower and all that, but they're normally solo players. It's not wise to not scope out some targets. You're gonna be running around trying to figure out what you can do. So it's wise to scope some targets. You ain't got to scope the whole island, but you can at least know where your stuff is gonna be at. So you won't be running around with like a chicken with your head cut off. Over here. I'm gonna take it. Alright.
That's on your planning screen now.
Let's see. Too far up. Where's he going? Okay, let's go ahead. Damn. Alright. Let's see. Let's look in here and see what they got over here. Alright, number cash. Alright, we're not gonna worry about that.
Hey! Hola!
Over here. Yeah. Take a look at that. Alright.
Noting location.
Hola! Hola! ¿Qué cuentas?
Alright. So, go and hop back on that bike. To the communications tower, so we're gonna scope out at least 2 spots right now. So this here. Good thing you didn't see me. Alright, so let's see. I ain't never seen 2 trucks like that back to back. That's interesting. See that guard there at the bottom, so we can drive right up in there.
They may have moved the signal box this time. Could be up on the tower. Could be ground floor.
Alright. Alright, so let's see what we got. Okay. That was quick.
I have connection. You can use it with the app on your phone. Now, what do we have here?
Alright.
Let's have a look in the vault room, in the basement.
Alright. So depending on what's not really here at the compound, I will go to the main dock and see what that has.
Look, in the display case.
Okay.
Such a necklace. I do not even recognize some of these gems. Countries have gone to war for less than
Got
this.
one
A
gold.
perfect justification for our next visit.
Painting. Okay.
Getting through the case will be a challenge. Use the wrong tool and you destroy what is inside. I will do some research. I do not know if this painting is good, but I know it is expensive. I will note location here.
So nothing in the office. Let's see.
Hard cash? Always welcome. I will mark location.
More cash.
Location noted.
And GTA tripping right now. Come on.
Remember, you are not a pack
Now look
mule.
at this. I
There's
need
only
these
so much you can carry.
last
You
3
want
rooms.
more?
I need gold.
Bring friends.
Mm.
Okay, position logged.
No paintings, no nothing. Oh yeah, this is gonna be terrible. Can I get a gold here? Nope. Wow. Rockstar
Adding
trip.
to planning screen.
Alright, so now we have to scope out the main dock. Because Rockstar are tripping right now. It's all good. So again, if it was up on the top thing, I would just parachute down to the main dock, but ride the bike. Yes. What up, Alex? Yeah, a lot of people ask me, do I go for the buried treasure? I'm like, man, unless it's in my pathway, I don't really mess with it like that. Yes. Alright, so we'll check this shed over here. It's the easiest way to get some good loot at least. Let's see. Then we'll check the other shed next to it. Got the pink diamond, and yeah, I think I only got it back to back a couple of times. Let's see if we can hurry up and see what we got over here. Okay, so we got another one white.
That's on your planning screen now.
Man, this is crazy. It's not a good one. Alright, so now we should be able to check this other shed while he is distracted. Oh wow, nothing. Oh, Alright, I'm done scoping. So let's see real quick what we got. Nope. Alright, so let's go ahead and change outfit. So let's see. So right now we got two whites and weed over here. Got another white over here. Weed. The compound. One gold, one painted. And over here we got one. I mean, I can get 2 extra people to roll with me, but yeah. It's not gonna be, it's not challenging, but yeah, it's not a good one. Alright, so instead of going back to the plane and getting caught, just change your session and make sure that your spawn location is at the Kasaka. So that's the fastest way to get back to prepping. Alright. Alright, so the way I do it, the way I look at these preps are from hardest to easiest. So I try to get the hard one out the way first. So the hardest one to me would be the weapons one. So I'll go ahead and start that up first. Then I'll do the long fin second.
Welcome back, Capitan.
And then everything
That
else
was a
will follow in
master
order.
class in clandestine reconnaissance. And you have a tan too, no?
Just load
Now
out.
to business.
Aggressor.
Come over to the
I always
screen
pick aggressor.
and I will give you the tour.
And I'll show you guys. Well, you've probably seen some of my videos. It's the easiest way to take out the juggernaut. Quick and easy. The other weapons, you gotta really be careful where you shoot them at. So, good thing we got the Vespucci, so we don't have to get the Meriwether and shoot them down with the missiles. So it should be quick and easy. But yeah, make sure you have a spare if you have a Kasaka. That's one of the fastest ways to get these preps done. You can fly in, fly out, and then fly back to the sub. No issues. Press the little left button on the thing so get you right in there. Never go in guns blazing from the bottom, because you're already going to be at a disadvantage. So yeah, I've been practicing trying to take him out silent and sneaky, but this time I'm just going to go in and just shoot him down with the assault shotgun to make it go quick. Alright. Take him out. 2 shots. quick break, and I will be right back.
Soundbarmusic.net. Your source for that heat.
weapon pulled out now. We look up to the approach vehicle. I always get low on Phantom, especially if you have to go to.
Go ahead and blow yourself up. Save you some time.
I don't remember saying that. You got it all wrong.
Nice easy ride. Nobody trying to blow you up, shoot you. I would have prepped. Anybody on the world. basically that's all the hard preps are done. So what I do from here, change my outfit.
A fine performance, Capitan.
Go into a new session instead of having to fly over there and all this stuff, or get a dinghy and go to the thing. Just start a new session. Ready for the next one. Alright, so now that we got those, the two hard ones in my opinion out the way. Now we'll do the other ones in order. I go from top to bottom. So don't do the demolition charges. They're not needed. But if you want to do them, that's fine, but you don't need them. So we're going to go to the safe house. Get that done. Let's see. It's 8:36. So let's see if we can get it done by 4:42, 8:42. Let's see if we can get it done in about 5 to 6 minutes. Let's see.
Now, Mr. Rubio's display case is not as simple as it seems. Bulletproof, bomb-proof, you name it. We will need to use perfect tool,
What I'll do
plasma
for this
cutter.
one, I will
But such a
switch
tool is
to
very
the
easy to trace,
professor
and I think you
once
would
I
agree we
get
do
on
not
the
want
plan.
Mr. Rubio
Show you
tracing us,
guys
yes?
how
But I have a solution.
we'll park it on
Vinny
the
Madrazo
spec
has
once I
given
get
us
down
lead
to
a gang planning
show you
very
that.
intricate robbery. They have plasma cutter at their safe house, and we know where it is.
Go ahead.
Full ahead,
Get
Capitan.
around.
You know, Capitan, from the moment you entered my submarine, I knew I had found a kindred spirit. Someone who would climb the mountain just to see if it could be climbed, yes? And more importantly, to see the vast amounts of money waiting at the top, huh?
Very simple. Alright, so you have to move. Take the picture.
Okay, you are in location, but not in gunfight. Nobody home? Perhaps they have started the job sooner than anticipated. Look around. There must be some plan, some document that will give clue to where they are.
So you got to go to the planning board and actually take a picture. You can just take the picture once you get in. Alright.
Something I can cross-reference. All I need is a photograph. That should work. Okay, give me a second.
That's normally where
Got them.
the next
Sending you coordinates now.
it's actually a perfect one. Let's see, it's 8:38, so we're actually making a decent time now. So I guess I'll come around over here so we can get out of there nice and easy. You gotta be kidding me right now. Okay. shot me down. That's all good. This is how I park it on these. This is like 90%. Where it won't fall. It still can fall. Yeah. Try to get in there a little bit. Let's see. Looks like it's not moving now. 100%. Time's 8:41. Yeah, so we did that in about 5 minutes. It's not bad. Start the next prep.
Welcome back. There is nothing like successful reconnaissance mission to get the blood pumping, yes? We are ready to plan at your command.
Alright, yeah, so yeah, I like using the presser because again it gets me in and out.
The fingerprint scanner we saw in Mr. Rubio's office is state-of-the-art. Ordinary hacking tools is out of the question, so we have only one option. We find the fail-safe tool. This is the backup which allows for reconstructing Mr. Rubio's fingerprints in emergency. And there is only one in existence, kept safe on the mainland by his head of cybersecurity. This and only this will allow us to hack the system. But first things first, we find his archives. Head to the coordinates I have sent you.
So we got it all the way tucked in the corner here. So it's 8:41. I think we can start with this. So let's see if we can get it done by 8:56. Take another 5 minutes. Let's see. This prep's a couple minutes.
The location of the archives is rotated every few weeks. The current location is documented on the computer system in this warehouse. You must avoid surveillance cameras or destroy them, or just kill the tower. There will be a circuit box not too far from here. There will be security inside. If you are not seen by the cameras, you will have an element of surprise, yes?
Take them out nice and easy.
You know, being Mr. Rubio's head of cybersecurity is a busy job. There are offshore account transfers to manage, hidden servers to maintain, social media websites to infiltrate. If we do this correctly, it may be some time before they realize what we have taken. Find the terminal, anything, a laptop will do. We must hack it and find the archive's current location. I know what you're thinking. Hacking into a cybersecurity system is like pissing into the wind, yes? Well, if I were American, I would agree with you.
Alright, here we
It
go.
worked! We have the location of the archive.
Alright, so let's see. We got 2 more minutes. Right up in there.
You are approaching it now. Watch out. This place will also have CCTV.
Let's take these cameras back.
The tool you are looking for will be the size of a credit card. Look for
Yeah,
something with
fire
antennae.
that and then you run full speed. You can't even jump. Get out of here.
Did you find it? I strongly suggest you do not wait around.
What I meant this part where you couldn't run fast, or as fast as you can when you're outside the building. That's a little weird, but it is what it is. Alright. That's how you should normally do it. It shouldn't take you that long. If you are starting now, you're still trying to get into it and get your money up, I wouldn't advise to lift the oppressor until you have at least about 25, 30 million.
In our line of work, it pays to look ahead, Captain. To think of how we cover our tracks. And the most important way will be to destroy all vehicles, weapons, and equipment once we are finished. No loose ends. Mr. Rubio takes hold of loose end. He will strangle you with it, yes?
Impressive very good. Once you have some money behind you, got some businesses, it's not gonna hurt your pockets. But yeah, I think I got the oppressor and I had like 20 million in the bank. So when I spent the 8 million, I wasn't like, oh man, I'm broke now. So set me back a little bit, but I was able to recover quickly by doing a couple of heists and selling some businesses.
So,
All right,
we have our
last one.
Another one of Mr. Rubio's defenses falls, huh?
Last one.
So, the drainage tunnel. We need special cutting tools to cut the underwater grate. You will find these at many construction sites. Of course, these days, you will also find armed security at many construction sites. Apparently, the citizens of Los Santos have a habit of stealing such things.
Seen people going in guns blazing and kill them all and all that. I like to sneak it a little bit. It takes a little bit of patience and not just
Equipment such as this will not be lying around in the open. You will need to search toolboxes and such.
sure.
And you can practice clandestine maneuvers on the guards, yes? Or find a hard hat and keep your head down.
We got it.
You have it?
Just like that.
Bring it back for safekeeping.
I think 847, so yeah, 846, 847. So it's one of the quicker and easier missions. That's why I was saying before. For artists, the easiest and the happy one. Cutting torch is the easiest one, so it shouldn't take that long. If you got the right vehicle and you sort of got the patience to not get into a shootout. But I get it.
Ours is a strange business, Captain. We work so hard to get new weapons, vehicles, equipment, and then afterwards we destroy it all. The only way to be safe, not sorry, yes? We leave behind a single piece of the jigsaw. Mr. Rubio will finish it.
Alright, so basically that is the minimum
We
that
have all
you
we need now,
need
yes,
to do
Captain? We go at your command.
in order to run the heist. So real quick, for the most part, again, you got your infiltration points. The main ones are obviously the main dock. Let's see. The airstrip, which you won't be infiltrating from there, but it'll be main dock, north dock, and then drainage tunnel. I mean, that's where you get in. Let's see. Compound entry points. I'm sure drainage tunnel would be the best one. Points of interest. For 3 years I've been playing the game. This is not really much of a big factor unless you want to do some extra stuff like, take down the comms and kill the power and all that stuff. That's cool and all, but it's not necessary. And it's takes more time on the prep time. So, and then get into the equipment. Like I was saying before, demolition charges, they're not needed. The way that I run it, and you're using a cutting torch to get through stuff. The gate and the lock for the primary target. And then for the disruption missions, I know people have asked me, do you do disruption? No, I don't. The way that I run it, we're in and out, and there's no need to even be bothered with the weapons, armor, or air support. So I skip those. It helps on prep time, so you can be doing other things instead of wasting time with setting up the KO with everything. You don't need to do everything. So, all right. So we are done with that. But yeah, this is not a good KO. I almost want to run it solo to get it out the way because I know I got the white on the airstrip, but I'll see who else is online tonight and maybe hold it tomorrow. But yeah, one goal is not good. Not good at all. But yeah, if I was to do it solo, yeah, I would have we would go to the north dock first to grab the white. I'll do the white. That's a grab the white, and I'll pair that with the stack of gold at the compound, and then we'll hit the airstrip, and I have the other person grab both whites. That's it. That's pretty much it, and we'll at least be grabbing the best secondary target along with the second best, which is the white behind the gold. All right. So that's it right there. Let's change outfit real quick. All right. So a bit more classier. Let's go check out the mansion, see where we're at with the businesses. All right. Yeah, it should be about that time to send the text out. Yeah, I used to clown on people doing GTA Plus back in the day, but once I switched over to Hands, the new game version, I'm like, yo, this is a move here. I pay that little $7-8. It ain't nothing. All right, so let's take a look real quick. Let's take a look at the medals here. So that right there is when you earn $1 billion right there. So you earn $1 billion, that's when you get that little medal right there, and all this other stuff here. I think this one is when you earn 500 million. I think a KO, when you run KO enough, when you run the Diamond Casino enough, you earn a certain amount of money when you unlock those medals or whatever they call it, trophies. All right, so let's get some snacks real quick. I think my production boost
How can I help?
is on the weapons bunker. So the bunker should actually be ready to sell at this point. Let's see. Some armor here. Purchase some armor here. Let's claim the businesses. So let's get that. Alright, so the way I look at claiming the business earnings, this pays for when I send the staff out. So I'm not really losing money when I spent $25,000 for a rooster to go out there and get me some, or the text. I'm basically making that back, sending the bail agents off so they can get that money for you. that stuff adds up over time. So don't necessarily dismiss it. I don't do the bail enforcement stuff. So I do make sure that send them agents out so they can get your money. Every little dollar counts, especially if it's you ain't got to do too much for it. Right. So let's take a look here. What are we looking like from a business perspective? All right, so let's take a look at the nightclub. Nightclub is over $1 million, almost 1.2. All right, so let's make sure we get that DJ going. Yeah, so I don't really step foot in the club and kick nobody out anymore. I listen. I'd rather pay that $10,000, and it's sad because I'm like, I got security that should be doing that for me, but I gotta go do it now. I'm just gonna pay the money. So let's see. Let's take a look at what we have. So we got South American ports, pharmaceutical, and cash creation is already maxed out. I don't have the document forgery, so we're not gonna worry about that. But yeah, now it's getting the other ones, the cargo, the sporting goods, and the white going. So we'll probably sell this. Probably sell it tonight. And let's take a look at this one. So yeah, we are pretty much full again. We can sell that for 1.5. All right, so let's make sure that's maxed out. Let's take a look at the hangar. So again, I don't go to the hangar. I don't do all that. I tried to do all that. I'm like, man, let me just pay. It's all good. And I'll let this build up to over 1 million. And if I'm generous, I'll probably let it build up all the way, or probably 1.5, sell in the public lobby for 2. So that's money right there. So we're about halfway there to 1 million. Let Rooster earn his money. And then I think the cargo, I think everything else, yeah, that's maxed out. Yeah, I think everything's maxed out, but the Darnell Bros, so that's 85. So yeah, that one's pretty much almost there. I could sell that for 2 million, but everything else would be 3 million in the public lobby. So a lot of bread, a lot of money to be made tonight. So yeah, let's see real quick. Yeah, so as it stands right now, if I were to sell public lobby, so the 4 of these, that's 3 million, so that's 12. And then this one here is 2, so that's 14 million right there. This in the public lobby is about 1.4, 1.5, so that's up to 15 and a half. And then this one, if you get the right spawn vehicle, it's another 1.4, 1.5. So that's what, 17 million, something like that. And throwing that, yeah, there, that's about 8. Yeah, so making close to 20 million, and then running the heist. They run the heist, yeah, that's close to 20 million in one night. That's pretty good money. But people ask me, how do you how did you make all your money? And they're surprised how long I've been playing the game. Like, yeah, I've only been playing since 2023. And I tell them, I said, well, I got with a team that showed me the right way, and I listened. So I was like, okay, that's what you need. They told me that's what you need. Get this. Make sure that you are not just blowing your money on cars and stuff like that. Have a goal. For every 20 million you make, you can buy your business or buy you something nice. But yeah, don't splurge. So in 3 years, yeah, this is where I'm at right here. So I'm getting close to $1 billion in the bank. But yeah, the cargo houses have really upped my money in the last couple of months. I've been selling them off once it gets over a certain limit. But most part, the KO Casino. We'll go check that out real quick. That should be set up. Let's check it out real quick. So, but yeah, rotate the. Did I go past it already? So rotate the KO Casino, selling the bunker, selling the nightclub. Do a Dr. Dre mission every once in a while. Maybe do a Cluck and Bill every once in a while. I've done the Oscar Guzman flies again a couple of times. I really hate that last mission. I really do. So I don't normally bother with it. I'll run it, but I don't put it in my rotation. I do the acid lab from time to time, but it's not a, oh, I gotta sell it every day or every couple of days. I don't do that. But that's mostly my rotation there. Those businesses, but I acquired it over time. So it takes time in the game, but once you stacked up enough money, then you can start implementing stuff and having the game make the money for you. So what I got here is the big con. I got cash. I actually tried to switch the targets 3 times. I got cash all 3 times. Like, you know what? It ain't my day to get the gold or the artwork, so we're gonna roll with that. But I got the big con with the group sex approach, and the exit disguise. I paid for that. Oh no, wait a minute, hold on, let's take a look. Oh, I didn't pay, so let's go ahead and pay for that. Yeah, I got to the point where I'm paying for a lot of stuff now because it's not worth the time. So with the big con, you don't need to do the Duggan shipments if you're doing it right. You can knock out, yeah. And now, hopefully, I'll be able to get that, play that with somebody so we can show you guys how it's done. But yeah, you don't need to do the Duggan shipments if you are doing Bitcoin. For Silent Sneaky and the other one, Aggressive, yeah, do it if you need it. But personally, I don't do the Duggan shipments at all because I just switch between Silent and the Bitcoin. Patrol routes, again, if you're starting out, you're still trying to learn the ropes, it's important so you can see where the guards are going. But for me, having played this heist numerous of times, I know the routes now, so I don't need it. I don't prep it. The security intel, you have to do that one time. Once you bought the casino and you've done the casino missions with the lady, this will become unlocked, and then you just do the security intel and it's done. I think that shows all the cameras in it, so you don't have to worry about it. Again, if you are someone that's trying to get the thing down, it's probably a good idea to get the penthouse and do the missions and then do the security intel so you can know where everybody's at on the map. Excuse me, the cameras on the map. The drills, if you have a crew with you, 3 to 4 people, or it's 3 to 4 team. Once everything is grabbed in the vault, yeah, do the power drills, get the extra money. And make sure for the passes, make sure you get the level 2 passes. And this is this person that's playing, that's at this little board or dealing cards and whatever that guard, the valet. Make sure you get that one. Do not get the first one because you're going to be hacking all the way to you get to the vault. So make sure you get the level 2 passes. Very important. Oh, and then the most important thing is when you are hiring your help, it's 5% for the gunman, 5% for the driver, and if you have the terabyte, and I forgot what if you have the terabyte, I think that unlocks Page, and that's 9%. Do that one, Page. I've actually unlocked Avi when I did the I forgot what was it, the jammers. Yeah, did the jammers took out all the jammers over the map, and I think that unlocks Avi, and that's 10%. So he gives you the most time. A lot of the times, for me, I don't necessarily go with Avi. I'll do pays to get a little bit more of the cut. And with the let's see. So I've also unlocked the high roller outfits. That's if you got to pick up all the, I think the 52 playing cars. I looked it up on YouTube, did it one afternoon. It took me about an hour or so, maybe 2 hours. And you don't necessarily have to prep or purchase the exit disguise. You'll have the high rollers. You can leave the casino once you've gone undetected. The outfits will be there once you get to the laundry room. So essentially, that's basically it on that. Yeah. So again, with the casino, you need at least another person to run it. With the hacking, I started out by looking at some screenshots of the fingerprints. So I necessarily didn't buy the hacking device to begin with, but someone said, yeah, you need to go ahead and get it to where you're doing the hacks in less than 5 seconds each hack. Go ahead and get that terminal and just start practicing. And I think it was last year, about a year and a half ago, I got it, and I practiced a few times, and once I got it, it was pretty much good to go. So got that knocked out. Now I'm doing it 5 seconds or less. So if you got the bread, it's a good investment. Especially if it's your heist, you want to be able to run the heist and be able to people to rely on you. Say, oh yeah, he can act. Okay, yeah, let's invite him in, and not just be a person that grabs. That's cool when you first start out, but once you get into the game, you need to know how to hack. You get invited to more heists because people know, oh, that person's good. I can depend on them. So, all right, let's see. So right now we got everything done. So let's see. So it looks like Big Greg's gonna be on tonight. You got on Xbox. Yeah, let's see. All right, so you're gonna be on soon. So we gonna join over there. So yeah, I'll probably still be live streaming there, and we'll run the heist like that as well. So, but yeah, in terms of the businesses, everything is pretty much full. But yeah, we'll run those heists. Matter of fact, yeah, because that one's gonna be tough to run for. I know he likes to do 4-man. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. I may end up running that by myself to get that out the way. Matter of fact, yeah, let's go ahead and do that so we can show you guys how to run it solo. Let me see if we got somebody else on. Let's see who else is on that I could probably run it with real quick. Nobody really on like that. All right, we'll run it. We'll run it. All right. So we already got armor. All right. All right. So we'll run that because yeah, that'd be a terrible heist to run on the stream. Be a lot of going back and forth, and we ain't got time for that. So we will get that going. Let's go ahead and change our outfit so we are ready for war. Let's see what we got. Got that. Yeah, we're throwing the noose. Doing that. Even though it really don't matter. It's just a mental thing for me. solo dolo. All right, so again, let's see. Yeah, this is terrible, but it is what it is. We're gonna make this money and keep it pushing. All right, we're gonna run this thing like that. All right, so again, yeah, long fin. We're going to go to the main dock and then go to the airstrip to get the 2 whites, to get those out the way. Then we're going straight to the compound and we're going to get the primary target. So I'll show you the route that I take, which is pretty standard, nice and quick. I always select daytime. Escape point don't really matter, because the fastest way to get off the island is leaving the compound and just going off the island. Make sure you get those suppressors on there. And we are ready to roll. Let's see. Ready for war. Let's go ahead and hit out El Romeo again. Get that bread. I think, yeah, this will put me over 850. So I'll be at 150 million. Crossing that billion in the bank. So we'll get that going. We'll probably achieve that probably in the next couple of years.
Good work, Charlie. Well, you have done this so often, you hardly need me. You should be doing this with your eyes closed this time, yes? No, do not worry. I shall be here. I will not miss this for anything. Now, make your preparations. You will be ashore soon. GPS tracker confirmed. I have your position. I will also access compound CCTV once you are inside.
We'll go ahead and back in. So we'll have to worry about doing all that once we leave. Here, so we know somebody on the other side over here. Make sure we avoid that little guard right there.
Some advice. When dealing with paranoid drug lords, expect CCTV everywhere.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Way too far out the way. Alright, so let's see where the guard is at. Let's take him out. That guard is already leaving, so he's already going up the way, so I don't have to worry about taking out the camera and all that. Let's go and grab this white.
By the way, don't worry about leaving space in your bag for main objective. I have crafted special compartment for it. Cushioned, of course.
Alright. That's alright. Go ahead and go on to the other side.
It pays to be selective with your looting. If it is too heavy, it will slow you down, perhaps too much.
I think it's up at the top. Let's see.
You Americans with your self-sufficiency, infiltrating private islands on your own. In Russia, we bring friends, and our friends bring bags. More bags, more money in bags. Perhaps next time, yes? resist coming back, huh? Like child in candy store. Or as we say in Russia, like child breaking into secure compound, huh?
We'll let him live. Alright. So now we're off to the compound. There a little bit. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, cool. Alright.
See you in maintenance room.
Alright, here we go. I don't do the back and forth dances. Some people try to be precise with the cut. In my mind, it goes faster. I don't know if it's actually. Yeah, I've heard people say, "Oh yeah, that's actually faster." But I've never timed it before. Precise like a ninja. Sample and stuff like that. Alright, here we go. Alright. So now that we already got our bags full, we're going to the compound. The only thing we need to do is get the primary.
As we say in Navy, you want the element of surprise?
Pretty much just getting there
least hygienic option.
without being detected, without
Enjoy
getting
your
the
little
street
swim,
out.
yes?
That's the whole point of the KO. Do not get detected. It is not cool to shoot it out. Because guess what? You lose the money, for one. And it's a waste of time. So if you learn the way to just kill the necessary people, then you'll be fine every time. This time, because we already got everything, we're only going to kill, I think, maybe one or two people. But it's going to be real silent. So yeah, we run up here. Don't worry about that guy.
Are you in?
Go this little
You
pathway
did not
right
get
here.
sucked into a turbine. I knew you'd be fine. How likely is it I have two operations in the same way, huh?
Here.
Now, we look for the vault. Maybe start in the central building.
We'll wait for him to leave.
Acaba
I
de
would
irse.
recommend killing him.
Hace nada estaba preguntando por usted.
Grab the primary. There's another guy that could potentially spawn.
Watch out for the Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards. They patrol this area. They will know every soldier on the island. Them you cannot fool, no matter what you are wearing.
So that's the first person I would take out. And this guy here. Let's see. And you got the shoot. And you got the gatekeep. Good. So now we don't have to do the 3 hacks or the 2 hacks here. It's safe money. So it puts me over 500,000.
It would be rude not to check the safe, I think.
Well, that's 50,000. Not bad. Alright, so we'll go downstairs and do what we need to do and get out of here. So yeah, once you get in the compound, that's the easiest thing. Again, I'm saying that as someone that's done it millions of times at this point. I'm exaggerating, but you know, easiest part.
He has a
For the
fingerprint
pack,
scan here
the
too.
fingerprints, all
All
you're
right,
doing
we
is
follow the usual plan.
follow
Cycle
the
through the partial
patterns
prints to match the
and just
target print, and the
going
tool
left to
will
right.
do the rest.
Alright, so now we just grab
Did
the
it work?
primary.
We must be close now. Welcome back.
Alright, and then come on.
Now how are your nerves? Steady? You will need them to be if you want to get into that bulletproof display case. Steady
Hold
nerves
it all
and
the
a
way till it
plasma
gets
cutter.
towards the red, and then I repeat it. So you got to do all this extra hitting it a couple times and all that. Should take you a good 4 times, and this should be the 4th one. That's easy. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Alright, so we got
Boy, you will have trouble sneaking out with this necklace. It is visible from space, I think. Bad news. They have sealed the drainage pipe. You will need to look for another way out of there.
I'll go this way. Thing here. And press the button. That guy comes. Nice and easy. Very easy. So that's essentially we're done because we didn't set up the alarm. We didn't do none of that. So now we're on that path to the lead challenge. So if I'm running solo, like I am right now, just go ahead and
Well done. The compound is done. The only thing left to do is escape. Carry on like this and they will never know you are there.
Team Rad Box and go about it. So,
Your chosen extraction point is on your GPS now. Main docks,
always
go.
gets me where I need to go. Nice and easy after the thing. Take it easy. Go between the trees. Do a wheelie. Get in that water. You see those 3 mines. You swim towards those 3 mines.
Be careful.
In between the middle of them.
It seems Mr. Rubio has woken up into his nightmare.
Takes you no more than
All over
5
again.
seconds. And guess what? The message is already gone. So we're already done. So probably, I'll say we probably did about less than 11 minutes. I think I'm being a little generous, but that was a quicker one. One of the quick ones. Especially since we had to go to the hangar and go to 2 different spots to get loot. Had to deal with the forklift and all that. But in the end, I bit the bullet and said, you know what, let me just run that by myself. Yeah, I said about 11 minutes. Yeah, it's 10:59. So pretty decent. Alright, so that's almost 1.1 million. Yeah, it's not bad. Target should have been better, but running solo, you're gonna get it in between $1 million and 1.2. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick little break. Probably be back in about 10 minutes and see where we're at with stuff. I may go and take care of that nightclub when I get back, but we'll see. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so go ahead and deposit that money. Yeah, we should definitely be over. Alright, so we're at 850, so we're right at there. Less than 150 from a billion, so that's good. Alright, so let's go ahead and change outfits real quick. Let's go ahead and spawn into our nightclub. We'll probably get that and knock it out next. But yeah, take a quick break and I'll be right back.
Soundbarmusic.net. Your source for that heat.
sports. It's in the game.
Alright, looks like it kicked this completely out. So we don't want to do that. Let's get back into GTA Online.
My man, looks like you got some good rest. We hitting the city tonight?
Alright, so got some things that we need to pick up. Rooster, cargo tech. Alright. Yeah, I figured we won't be able to do all that. Let's see. We already got the nightclub, so let's join the invite only, go in as a CEO, and then try to join the public lobby and get that going. Public session so we can hopefully stay as a CEO and get this and load this product so we can get that probably about 1.4 1.5 million. Got about 26 people here. Hopefully they allow me to stay as a CEO so we can get this thing going. That's part of the BS. Okay, that's not what I selected. I'm trying to get in the chair. What are you doing? Sit down. Really? Who's gonna do that? It's one of the little minor gripes where you gotta switch a couple of lobbies just to be able to do a CEO, and hopefully the lobby's at least 20. This is taking forever. Come on. Hopefully we get the one where we're just go straight to the destination and not we gotta do the 3 hacks and stuff like that.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. Let's see. Somebody in the deluxe store rolling around. Be on the safe side, we'll go ahead and turn on Ghost Orb once we get closer down to the seconds. I think we're going out of the town, so hopefully we'll be out of the town in a good amount of time. Alright, so got it down to the second. Just that little extra time. Again, I try not to bother nobody in public lobbies because I'm here to do one thing. Here to get my money, set my business, and get up out of there. I ain't trying to interact with people like that.
You fucking lunatic!
So yeah, this should definitely put us closer towards where we're going and out of the way of the city. So we'll have a much better chance of not someone trying to griff you and stuff like that. So, you know, because it's the nightclub, you only got one vehicle, yeah, you gotta be careful. Once they start hitting you with rockets, it's either you're gonna defend yourself or you're gonna just switch to another lobby and keep your product, or keep at least 95% of your product. Yeah, because many times I was too slow on the trigger to switch, and all my stuff was blown up. I'm just like, come on, man. So I'm gonna try to get here, get to the second destination once the ghost order runs out. Try to get through these path without crashing. It takes more time. Somebody's following me for a second. Doing decent on time. Another thing that I've done in the past and see people do is use the iron mule to deliver stuff like this. If it's one cell and not multiple, then that's probably the best thing to do if you can have everything spawn. Text at the same time. Shot. Looking good. No one's in the area. full lobby, so we'll see. Let's see what we got. At 1.6, okay. Not
Great,
bad, not
okay.
bad at
Looks
all.
like you're done here. I will fiddle the accounts and send you the...
Alright. Be right back in 2 seconds.
Soundbarmusic.net. Your source for that heat. Soundbarmusic.net. Your source for that heat.
point, almost 1.1 on the KO, and then 1.6. So that's about 1.7, 2.7. So we're doing fairly decent right now. Let's see. Hold on for just a second. All right. Let's see. You know what we could do is do a quick sale in the vehicle cargo. Let's see. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. What up? This is Dr. Trey. Party's going on. Thank God.
I ain't done one of these in several months, so let's see how it goes. All right, so let's see. So we are. Gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I hate when Rockstar does that. That makes any sense. I need to look up and see how many CEOs and MC, whatever it's called, most presidents can be in a session. Let's see what we got. What up? Yo, what's up with these lobbies? This is crazy. Can't even join this lobby. Alright, let's do the trick. Let's see. Come on.
Hey,
Get off my line. This is not. It's not. Trying to get that good lobby where we can get at least 20.
hey, you got...
Let's see. All right, there we go. Let's do it. All right, let's go and get this cell over with, and I'm gonna switch over to Big Greg's stream and help him out. So let's see. Need them top range. Let's go ahead and export that.
We know what we've got to do. Look at me, Mama. Printing license plates for a living. I am paid well below my skill level.
What do they want from you? All right, let's go and get this thing going.
You've done the hard part. Now deliver those goods undamaged, and we'll get paid in full.
Let's see if we can get through here without getting touched. Oh, come on. This to the minimum drives of the house. Alright. Yeah, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool.
This is huge.
Alright. Alright, fellas and ladies. About to end this stream. I'm gonna try to jump back on tomorrow, get some more content, hopefully I'll get some sales going so you guys can see how I do the cargo. But I'm gonna catch y'all later. Alright, y'all have a good one.